progress.
What type of progress did you expect to see?
I don't know. A good question. I'm a businessman. I wanted to see palpable results. But the same old questions, the same answers. I went to hold. Give me a date! I begged. Fix me a date for my trial.
Petty fogging lawyers are useless.
I'll call other lawyers. I'll warn you. Our lawyer and his colleagues rank among the small lawyers. The really great lawyers stand as high above Hood as he does above the backstreet cutthroats, who are in turn that much higher than your ordinary mercenary and thieving solicitors.
Who are these lawyers? How does one get at them?
I've no idea. I know of no instance where one has intervened for an accused man. But it's out of mind. Unfortunately, it can be quite hard. Especially at night when the thoughts are gnawing into your head.
My, how close you got. You're almost bumping heads.
He wants me to tell him about my case.
Go on, tell him.
You were telling me about the petty fogging lawyers.
Lock!
Go to him, he wants you. Doesn't it strike you as surprising that lawyers will see you at any time they please, without notice? You take them for granted. I don't want any thanks. Only that you should be fond of me.
I am fond of you, Lena.
Then you're going to spend the night with me, aren't you? You're certainly going to do that.
Lenny has such a weakness for accused men. It's a peculiarity of hers in finding nearly all accused men attractive. She goes to bed with all of them, and they all love her. I apologise to you, Kay. She tells me about all the affairs she's had to amuse me. It doesn't surprise me anymore. Lenny, how do you like this boy?
Hardly know him.
Lenny, don't take me for a bigger fool than I already am. Bring me some tea.
Oh, why don't you go to bed?
Hey, you've forgotten your promise. You were going to tell me one of your secrets.
All right, I will, but I want you to treat it confidentially.
Of course.
I'm not going to take on this lawyer. I'm going to dismiss him.
He's dismissing his lawyer.
Shh.
He's dismissing his lawyer!
He's dismissing his lawyer! He's dismissing his lawyer! He's dismissing his lawyer!
I wish to select my own lawyer. I've decided your efforts are not enough, and I'm getting impatient now. When I was alone, my case hardly bothered me. But ever since you represented me, I've been waiting for something to happen, and it hasn't.
Nothing ever happens. But yours isn't the usual case with the ordinary legal rights.
What's so different about mine?
In an ordinary case, the lawyer must lead his clients by a slender thread. However, in your case, a lawyer must lift his client onto his shoulders until the verdict is reached.
And what do you propose to do if I retain you as my lawyer?
I shall carry on with those measures I've already begun.
I knew you'd come out with the same old platitudes. It's a waste of time to go on talking.
You've been treated too nicely. Perhaps you should see other accused men, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two.
Look! The lawyer wants you!
Is that Lot?
At your service.
What are you doing? You've come at the wrong time.
Wasn't I called for?
You were, and as usual, you've arrived late.
Do you want me to go away?
Oh well, now that you're here, stay. Tell me, Block, who is your lawyer?
You are, Your Honour.
And besides me,
Oh, there's no one besides you.
are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Pay no heed to anyone else.
Certainly. Dr. Hood, I'm on my
Why
knees.
are you crawling around on all fours? What's the matter with you?
Don't be so clever, for I'm as clever as you are. Let me remind you of an old maxim. People under suspicion are better moving than they are at rest. For they may be sitting on the balance without knowing, being whipped together with their sins.
Don't you see? The lawyer's trying to humiliate you.
Do you hear, Dr. Hood? His case is 5 minutes old compared to mine, yet he proceeds to give me advice.
Pay no heed to anyone.
Certainly, Dr. Hood.
Has he been behaving himself?
He was reading the papers you gave him.
Did he understand What he was reading?
He didn't get past the same page all day. Must be hard for him, though.
Yes, the scriptures are difficult. And who do I struggle for?
Why, it's ridiculous.
But it's the block. Tell him what the court said today about his case.
What did he say?
Not favourable.
Oh, not favourable. What? No.
Don't speak to me about Block.
Who said? But he's my client. I said.
You're wasting your time.
He said. I don't believe it. Block sincerely devotes himself to his work. He even lives in my house to keep up with the proceedings. Admittedly, he's dirty, loathsome, bad-mannered, repulsive. But as a client, he's beyond reproach. I said.
Beyond reproach.
He said.
What a lie.
He said.
Cunning. Your client is, but his ignorance is greater than his cunning. What would he say if he told him that his case had not yet begun?
Quiet, Block! What's the matter with you? You're alive, aren't you? Your body disgusts me! Block! Stop pulling your hair out!
He's a finished man.
You're late. You should have been here 1 hour and 5 minutes ago.
Whether I'm late or not, I'm here now.
Kay has only just arrived.
The court is packed. This is a popular case that has drawn a great deal of attention. The magistrate will now read out the charges against you.
Upright men will be astonished at this, and the innocents will stare at the hypocrite.
And you will disappear as a dream, passing as a vision in the night.
The just shall hold on, and he that hath clean hands shall grow stronger.
You will slay the viper's tongue and suck the poison of asps.
There is my hope, and who shall see it?
The heaven shall receive your iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against you.
Mark me, and be astonished by my words, and put your hands over your own mouths. Wherefore do thy wicked live? Wherefore do you see my ways and count my steps? I cry unto you, and thou dost hear me, though they cry for my destruction. Howbeit that you will not stretch your hand to the grave for me.
Are you alright, Mr. Kay?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be? What are you doing, spying on me?
You haven't forgotten, have you?
What?
You have an assignment at the cathedral this morning. You are to show one of our influential clients the sights.
What are you trying to do? Get me out of the office so you can look through my books?
Kay, since you are a member of the Society for the Preservation of Ancient Monuments, it seems only natural that you should be his escort this morning. But if you'd rather not go...
All right, I'll go.
Goodbye, Kay.
It's growing dark in here. So early in the day, too.
Go now, Josie. You'll never have a chance of going.
During the sermon, you'll have to stay as long as it lasts.
Go now, Joseph.
Joseph K.
Joseph K? You are Joseph K.
Yes, I am Joseph K. I used to like giving my name. Nowadays it's a burden. Everyone seems to know it before they ask. The price of fame.
That's because you are an accused man.
So everybody keeps telling me.
I'm here for you. I am the prison chaplain, and you are the man I seek. I had you summoned here to talk to you.
I didn't know that.
That doesn't matter now. You know, your case is going badly.
So everybody keeps telling me. It's funny you should say that. I've done everything I can. But it's not over yet.
How do you think it will end?
I don't know. It could end well. I can't be sure.
I fear it will end badly. You are considered guilty.
But I'm not guilty!
That's how the guilty speak.
So you're prejudiced against me too?
I have no prejudice against you, Kay. You are misinterpreting the facts. What's your next move?
There are several possibilities which I haven't considered yet.
You cast about too much for outside help, especially from women. It's not the right kind of help.
But women are very influential in the courts. The magistrates will fall over backwards to get a sniff of them. Now, if I could unite some women to join forces with me, I couldn't help but win through.
You don't know the nature of the courts to speak like that. Can you not see one pace in front of you?
It was an angry cry, but at the same time, sounded like the unwary shriek who on but sees another fall.
Since you're not holding a sermon, why don't you come down from there?
I can't. I might be swayed from my duty. I must stay here.
But you can spare a few moments.
As long as you need.
It's very good of you to say that. I'm sure I can trust you, even if you do belong to the court.
Don't delude yourself.
How am I being deluded?
Before this door stands a doorkeeper. And before this door stands a figure of a man waiting to gain admittance to the law. And the doorkeeper says he's not to be admitted yet.
The man asks, will he gain admittance later? It is possible, but not now.
However, the door is gapes open as usual, and the man ventures to peep inside.
So the doorkeeper deceived the man, just as the law is deceiving me. There was no entrance and no door.
What didn't the doorkeeper say? The door was only meant for you. There could be no one else.
I want to go.
Do you want to leave already?
Of course I do. I'm chief clerk at the bank. I've got work to do. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I only belong to the courts. You see who I am.
You're the prison chaplain.
Yes, that means I belong to the law. It receives you when you come and dismisses you when you go.
It's going dark already. Show me the way out of it!
Follow the wall and you'll come to the door.
Don't leave me. I can't find my way out of this darkness.
There must be some mistake.
I'm the chief clerk of the bank.
I'm not guilty. Of what am I accused? It's all been a big mistake. Joseph, how could you do this? They suspect me of something.
I cannot recall the slightest offence.
I'm not guilty. Will somebody help me?